welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Thuy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I upload twice a week, every Wednesdays and Sundays. And also this week, guys, we have a bonus video. I'm going to be uploading 3 times a week. I'm on it with the videos. 2020, I'm coming for you, YouTube, bitch. So today I've literally been running around London and Grant messaged me saying that the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette has just arrived at my doorstep. So I literally ran home, took off my makeup, and we're filming this video, baby. It is currently 11 o'clock at night time. So I feel like it's been a while since I've done a makeup review on my YouTube channel, and I wanted to get this palette up as soon as I can so you guys can make a decision on whether to pick up tomorrow, because yes, it's releasing tomorrow, guys, the 13th of February, the day before Valentine's Day. And what an amazing palette to release just before Valentine's Day. Like, I honestly thought this is perfect. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, how everything blended, my thoughts on this palette, there was a few things that I was like, you know, a bit suspect. But if you guys want to know my thoughts on the brand new Jaclyn Hill palette, then please keep watching. Okay guys, so let's get started. So as you guys can tell, I have my face makeup on already, which I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of times in my other YouTube videos. I was so shocked when I saw this palette come out. When I saw it online, I was like, oh. So we're going to be putting the palette to the test today. I'm going to be doing a really bold look. But this is what the PR package looks like. She's got a snatch pony. Yes, Jaclyn. And then inside we have more Jaclyn with some tatters out. Yes, cleavage. Come on now. And then on the other side, you have a close-up of her makeup, which actually looks really pretty. And then in the middle, we have the big bad boy. Woo! So the packaging for this one is very sleek. I actually got the first ever Jaclyn Hill palette when it was more of like a matte kind of finish, and it got dirty so quickly. So I really like the fact that you can actually wipe this down and hopefully maintain the whiteness of it. Inside, dun, 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 I feel like this is a very bright palette. Purple is such a hard colour to create in the makeup industry. I have tried so many times with my own collaborations to try to get a good purple, and we just always end up scrapping purples from the palettes because it's just so hard to get the formula right, to get it to blend, to get it not looking patchy. I can imagine some of these colours will scare a lot of people off because they are so bold, and sometimes wearing red on your eyes can be really intimidating because it can make you look really tired. But I feel like she's done a really good job of adding transition shades in this palette so that you can blend it out and make it look not as scary. I do have to say, first glance, I wish there was one shade lighter of a transition colour, because these 3 here actually look really similar. So I feel like she could have went a little bit lighter with the transition, because even these shades as transition colours, they probably need another transition colour for the transition colour. Does that make sense? So I'm going to go for the colours that really stand out to me, which is Talia. She bold or whatever. Oh, wow. That actually looks like a really good gold. And then I think I also watched her video and she said that Get Ready With Me is a pressed glitter. I think this is more just a shimmery eyeshadow, which is right here. Oh, a very wearable shade. This will be so nice just buffed all over the eyelid by itself. There is definitely a pressed glitter in here, but I don't know which one it is in particular. Maybe it's Ride or Diamonds. This is a colour that I would put on brides. Oh my god, it is stunning. But still not really a pressed glitter. I would say it's more of a pressed pigment than a pressed glitter. It is still really pretty though, like so reflective. This shade here called Empowered looks so pretty. So let's swatch this one. Oh wow. That is stunning. Wow. Okay, girl. Okay, Jaclyn. And then we're going to do another swatchy swatch. That is so pretty. Okay, so enough with the chatting. Let's just get into applying it on the eyes. So I'm going to zoom you guys in. Hello. When you guys are this close up to me, it scares me, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so I just primed my eyes already off camera with the Plouise eyeshadow base in room number 3. So I'm going to start off with this shade here. It's called Feeling Myself. On camera, it doesn't look that bold, but it is a very bright orange. This is almost like a neon orange. It doesn't look that bold on camera. We're going to be starting off the crease here at the front. Oh. Do the other side. I'm going to try to do my eyes both at the same time, because I always feel like whenever I do one eye, by the time I get around to doing the other one, I'm just so over it and it looks so completely different. So I'm going to try to do both of them at the same time. So I'm just using a pencil brush to really pack on these pigments because I really want it to grip onto the eye. I'm also going to go in with a little bit of My Man. On camera, these shades look really peachy, but in real life, guys, it is a bright neon. I'm so sorry if the lighting just changed. One of my light bulbs just went off. Okay, so next up I'm going to use this shade called Dance Party, which is literally like a raspberry pink. Then I'm going to add this to the crease next. I'm using this as an excuse to try all of the colours on my damn eyelids. I feel like with Jaclyn Hill, she gets such a bad rap. Like, I feel like people go in on her and people just dissect everything she does through a microscope, and I honestly feel like she just seems like such a nice girl. Okay, so next up I'm going to go in with Not My Journey. And I'm just going to put this right on the outer corners here. I can't believe I used to wear makeup like this every single day when I was younger. I used to wake up so early. Like, if I had a shift at Mac, which was 8 AM, I used to have to get the bus from the first stop all the way to the last stop, which took me 2 hours. That means I had to wake up at 4 AM to do my makeup. I would never ever come in with no makeup. I will always make sure that my makeup is nicely slayed. Okay, I'm just trying to get these two colours to blend together because at the moment she's looking a bit crazy. Okay, so now that these base layers are kind of on, I'm going to start to blend it a bit higher and start to get the transition shade. So I literally have like 4 brushes in my hand right now and I'm just alternating in between colours just so that it all merges in and blends together. First off though, I do have to say that the pigment is actually insane. It's gripping on really, really well and it's not skipping when I'm blending it out, which is a big problem actually when it comes to matte formulas. I find a lot of them, they're really, really chalky, and when you blend them away, they go a bit patchy, but these aren't doing that, which is such a good sign. Okay, so I'm just using a blending brush. This is a Morphe M433. I really love the Morphe brushes. Like, I know Morphe gets a lot of stick sometimes because people find that they're overrated and stuff, but at the end of the day, their quality for the price you're paying is insane. Like, even Zoeva, their brushes are amazing, but they are more expensive, you know. I am now gonna blend with Tipsy Girl, which is like a bright pink. Again, it's a little bit neon, which doesn't translate on camera at all. But it's kind of like a really bright neon pink. So I'm just blending this up a little bit higher. And that's actually blending so nicely. Okay, and then next up, we're gonna go in with Therapy Sesh. They do have a lot of kickback on the eyeshadows, so if you are scared of fallout, maybe do your eyeshadow first before you do your foundation, or just make sure you tap off your brush before you apply the eyeshadow. So I'm just using this shade here, and I'm just blending it higher, kind of up into my brow bone, because I want this to be quite a dramatic look. Okay guys, so I literally just blended out this eyeshadow to filth. I feel like I cannot blend any longer or my arm will fall off. And look how many brushes that I've used so far. And we're about to use a couple more. Okay, so now that we have our crease shades, I'm going to carve out my crease. Of course, I'm going to use my Mmmmitchell X Plouise in blank canvas. This is what I use all the time to cut out my crease because it doesn't fold, especially because I have monolids. So whenever I look up, I always find that if I don't use the eyeshadow base, it literally flips on top and goes all over my eyeshadow, which cannot happen, okay? We cannot afford to be making that mistake. I'm using this Morphe concealer brush. It doesn't have a name on it, but just any flat concealer brush will do. Okay, so I'm literally going to look down and then just do like a straight line. I'm just gonna carve out the shape that I want on my crease. I'm literally just doing a light little map of a semicircle, and then I'm just gonna carve out this bad boy here. And then I'm just gonna wing it back just like that. Okay, so I literally just cut my crease. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this yellow shade right here. This is actually like the perfect yellow. I find a lot of the yellows, they're either too orangey or they're a bit more like a pastel shade, whereas this is like a proper sunshine yellow. So this shade is called No Joke, and I'm literally just gonna pat this right on top. Oh my god, she's bold. She is very bright. Okay, so I'm just packing this all over. Matte yellow and white is a really, really hard colour to pack on because sometimes it looks kind of patchy. I feel like it's oxidizing a little bit. It's kind of getting some orangey bits coming through. It's not really obvious. You can't really see it, but the more that I pack on, sometimes it feels like the orange pigment inside hasn't been blended properly. Can you guys see? It's got like little orange bits in it. And then I'm just going to blend this up a little bit higher here. Crayon is literally editing this as we speak. So every 15 minutes, he's coming in with a new SD card. I'm switching this SD card out. He's editing as we go. We ain't playing around this, guys. We are getting this tutorial up live, bitch. This is the YouTube commitment. Okay, can you guys see this patch that's going on right now? I'm just going to try to buff more pigment on top and hopefully the patch would just go away. So I'm gonna go in with Marc Jacobs Finewine. Look how grubby it is, guys. Oh my god, that's not cute. But it's basically like a dark burgundy eyeliner. It's all over underneath because we are gonna put red up in here. So I just want to make sure this is all filled in so you don't see none of the nasty skin underneath, you know? Okay, so I'm going to go in with this shade called Living My Best. It's probably one of the most exciting colours in the palette for me because it just looks like a really true red. Hopefully you don't look like a vampire. I look like I'm going to come out of Twilight in a second. Oh, that is a nice colour. I actually really like it when mattes have a little bit of shimmer to it because I always find that you never see the shimmer but the colour just blends so much better. I would love to know more about how eyeshadow formulations work. I've had a little snippet from all my collaborations that I've done before, but I feel like there's so much more to learn. And there's always so much new technology that's coming out with new formulas. It's so interesting. I wish I was good at chemistry so I could just mix my own eyeshadows at home. Okay, so just to add a bit more depth to my lash line, I'm going to go in this shade called Crazy. I'm literally just blending it right at the base of my lashes. Okay, I feel like I need to add a little bit of something on the inner corners. So I'm going to go in this shade called I'm In It. Oh, bitch. I feel like this kind of brings the look all together. It's quite a matte look, so I felt like we need a little bit of something shimmery on the inner corners. It's so weird because in the pan it looks white, but when you put actually on the eye, it comes like a really light pink. Okay, so I'm going to quickly apply on this eyeliner from Maybelline. It's called the Tattoo Liner. It's actually really nice because it's super black. People always ask me for good drugstore eyeliners and this one is amazing. And I also love the Epic ink liner from NYX. Those two are like my top two drugstore eyeliners. I'm just gonna wing this bad boy out. Okay, and I'm just gonna use some Fenty Beauty mascara to lightly coat my lashes. Okay, so I'm just going to put on some lashes. These are Baddie B Lashes in the style Extra. I'm going to quickly pop these on and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so that's it for this makeup tutorial. I love the way that the makeup turned out. I honestly feel like this is such a true representation of this eyeshadow palette. Like, this look is basically this whole eyeshadow palette scheme. You know, got a bit of red, purple, pinks, oranges, yellows. Like, it's just everything all in one. I do want to show you in comparison with the first palette so you can see it side by side. So at the top is palette number 1 and then at the bottom is palette number 2. I do feel like the palettes really complement each other. I actually thought, like, what other colours can Jaclyn Hill come out with? But when you see them all side by side like this, it's just like, wow, they go together so well. I feel like the colour stories are different enough that you can justify yourself on having both of them. But if you are more of a neutrals gal and you're not really into that much bold bright colours, then definitely just stick with palette number 1 because it definitely has a lot more neutral shades and it also has little pops of blue in there. But if you like purples, then palette number 2 is your gal because the purples and the pinks really pop out in this palette. So it definitely depends on what colour scheme you want to go for. Obviously with palette number 2 it has that white there as well, which is so good to add to brighter colours to bring in another form of transition shades. So if you want like a really light coral, you can just add a little bit of white with the orange and you can make your own transition shade, which is something that is missing in palette number 1. I also love the fact that both palettes has a black as well. You guys know how I feel about black eyeshadows. You need one in every single palette. You can definitely tell there's a difference with Jaclyn's formulation of eyeshadows with Morphe compared to the other palettes. I've even done my own eyeshadows with Morphe and I got to try out loads of different swatches and stuff like that, and some are really good, some are okay, but every single colour that I've tried out in this palette is actually really good. The only thing that was a bit weird was the yellow. It kind of went a little bit orangey in some points, but now that I have all my eyelashes on and my eyeliner on, you can't even really see the difference. And I honestly feel like there's no other brands that you can get a 35 eyeshadow pan palette for only $39. Every single time Jaclyn brings out a product, I honestly feel like I just want to put it on my face straight away. Like, she really knows what she's talking about. Her makeup always looks amazing. So let me know if you guys are going to be picking up this palette. It is dropping tomorrow, February the 13th, a day before Valentine's Day. It's definitely a cute Valentine's Day gift. So if you are looking for a new eyeshadow palette that has a lot of pinks, a lot of purples, you can hint your partner to get this for you, because I honestly feel like this would be such a cute gift to someone, especially if they get you both of them. Like, what a cute gift. They are definitely going to get nookie tonight. So let me know if you guys were picking up this palette. Make sure you use the code Thuy, Thuy, at checkout, or you can go into store and also use my code as well. It really does help me out. So thank you so much for your support, and that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Oh my god, I got glitter on my face somehow. What's new? Ooh, ooh, ah, ah! I try not to grab onto it because I know I'll scratch it, which I did. No! I just scratched Talia. Ah! Oh my god, I don't know what makeup look I'm going for. Be right back while I brainstorm. I need to keep these safe because I don't want to lose them. Doesn't it always happen to you guys? You use a brush, you put it down, then you can't find it when you need it? Conspiracy. Come on. This is a brand new fucking remote. Don't do this to me. Okay, guys. I keep dropping this fucking remote. I just dropped my eyelashes. Oh my god, I need a bigger table. Tomorrow, the 13th of January. And what the fuck do you want?
It's February, you dumb bitch.
What did I say?
It's January.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Got a bit eavesdropping from outside the door. Like, I'm so dry. My mouth's so dry. Ah! It is 11 o'clock at night time. And I have some bold ass makeup on. Should I go to the club? 60% of you precisely like to watch my videos and not subscribe. What's up with that? Okay? Just subscribe. It's free, girl. You ain't gonna break no bank by subscribing. If anything, you're gonna get more joy in your life. Free videos, more tweet. Like, what's so wrong with that? Okay, time to pose. Time to pose. Time to pose, pose, pose. Take off my makeup. Take off my makeup. I can't wait.